Hello everybody and welcome to the Sonic 2 prototype. Yes, this was the original title screen, right here.
It's cuter in this one.
Yeah.
Sonic looks a bit different.
Well, that's the thing too,
Well, okay, Quickie. That's because it's more of a still he's got.
And we start in Chemical Plant?
Yes, well the demo starts in Chemical Plant too. That's because the zone order was apparently a bit different. Actually, we do start in Aquatic Ruin.
No, this is terrible. No.
Not a fan of Aquatic Ruin?
It's a good level. It's just like, wow. Imagine if this was the first level, a lot of kids would be struggling here.
The music sounds a little
Hey, it's almost as bad as having
theme,
Chemical Plant Zone, which was originally going to be the last zone, the second zone.
That's because she were, like I said in our Sonic 1
Chemical Plant is easy. Sorry.
That's because she were, like I said in our Sonic 1 prototype video. It's the Sonic 2's music that sounds very different in the prototype, and now Shiro, I can actually answer your question for this, because thanks to all the research at Sonic Retro, we do know the specific date of this prototype, July 1992.
There we go.
Tails, what are you doing?
I guess in the prototype, Tails could still be stuck in the level.
You also notice that Sonic's walking and running cycles are different here.
How long was this game in development?
1 year. Well, remember, Dej, at the time, games were much easier to make compared to today. Much, much easier.
Yeah.
But still just as stressful with deadlines and whatnot.
Well, especially for Sonic Team, because remember, Sonic 1 was of the classic games. Sonic 1 was the only one that didn't have like a rush development, because this game had a rush development, as we know, because they had a lot of cut content, as we're going to see in a moment. Sonic 3, of course, we all know what happened with that. So,
what about CD?
Yes. Go on, Shiri. Go on.
No, I was waiting for Deji to finish. Sorry.
I was gonna say, what about CD? Was that first?
Well, was it? Well,
CD was a different team, though, wasn't it?
yeah. Well, Sonic CD was made by Naoto Oshima's team, because after Sonic 1, the Sonic team split in two. Naka and Yasuhara went to Sega Technical Institute to make Sonic 2, and Naoto Oshima and his team and the rest of the team that's stuck in Japan made Sonic CD. That we do know. I actually, yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I don't know if there's any talk about Sonic CD, but probably because Sega has was doing a lot back in these days. Remember, Sonic Adventure also had that thing where the original Japanese release of Sonic Adventure was a bit buggy, but fortunately Izuka and his team were able to fix it for the Western release. So, all right. So yeah, and as you can see, yes, there's no bosses.
Oh, well, wait, but where'd the rings go? What hurt you?
Sorry, Shiro.
That's the thing, Shiro. Tails got hit.
Tails couldn't take the pressure.
Ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
not a problem.
Ladies and
Here's the
gentlemen.
thing, Shiro. In the prototype, if Tails got hit, there go your rings.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are processing unfinished game design. Please stand by and.
But I thought the Mega Drive Genesis was all about the blast processing.
Again. Apparently, at some point, they were considering having Tails be a literal extension of the player to the point
Oh,
where
of course.
he
Can
got
you
hit.
imagine? Sonic 2, it's in the entirety of Sonic 2 is an escort mission.
Tails constantly yeeting himself into danger. Can we not have that?
I love how they had yet to make the title cards in this game, in this version, because there's no Green Hill Zone. There's no Chemical Plant Zone. Like, no, we just go straight into the level.
Maybe they haven't thought of the names yet.
I guess. Well, that's the thing, Joe. Actually, when active at the level select, you can see that yes, they did. In fact, I have a very interesting little bit of trivia regarding this game and a game that was made years later. When we go into the level select, but we'll see.
Much like with the first Sonic game, this one I actually tried it on my own on different occasions. The version that I tried the most, and I actually did finish, was the one on one of the Sega PSP collections, since it included both Sonic 1 and 2. So I actually gave it a try.
Yeah, the Sega Mega Drive collection released on both PS2 and PSP. So yeah.
I actually did play this game on a Mega Drive, but my experience of it was the multiplayer. Nothing else.
Here's my basic history of this game. When I saw the commercials and saw that Sonic 2 was about to come out, I asked my dad to buy it for me because, well, I love the first game, so obviously I wanted to play the sequel. However, my dad bought the Master System version instead of because he. But that's okay. But what the fuck?
Sonic, you will believe when a hedgehog can fly.
Clearly, that's okay, Shiroi. We were able to go back to the store and just traded it in for the Mega Drive for the proper version.
Just imagine when you get the nice console version of Sonic 2, only to get the godforsaken handheld Sonic 2.
Especially considering how terrible the 8-bit version of this game is.
It's like when my friend gifted me his GBA copy of Sonic Genesis.
Wait,
and
are we using the two?
I have no knowledge of what it
was. Wait. Why are we using the 2-player music? Is this the 2-player music?
Yes, the 2-player music for. Yes, it is actually. This is not the Hilltop theme. My guess is.
It is
wait.
Oh wait, is it?
It just sounds very slowed down.
Oh, it seemed different.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
It seemed different for a while there. Sorry.
It is different, but it's the same.
Anyway, sure. Are you still friends with that guy? No.
Kind of.
Well, here's the thing, Dwebs. We had to remember that Nakamura-san was still finishing the music. He wasn't quite done yet. A lot of this stuff is placeholder music, Dwebs, basically.
And they're placed in random places.
Yeah, rings that you cannot collect anyway.
So yeah, we go straight from Chemical Plant to Hilltop Zone. Interesting interesting level order you guys have in here. And remember, this was July 1992, only a few months before the game actually released. So clearly, Sonic Team still had a lot of work ahead. All right, let's.
You know what? You know why you thought it was the 2-player music? You were thinking of Emerald Hill Zone.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
And
and moving on. There we
I'm
go.
not too big on Hilltop.
What the hell?
Music.
What the hell?
Tails died.
Tails died and teleported into what? Whatever. Moving on.
So I'm guessing the intro title card
properly be turned into the invincible sidekick that we know him to be nowadays.
I'm guessing the intro cards weren't made yet for the levels.
Nope.
We already pointed that out, yeah.
Yeah, it's clearly not. Remember, July 1982. Yeah, clearly they had still a lot of work.
I mean, although to be fair, with how much that's in here, I'm impressed.
Okay, so
this. How come you can get through there and I can't?
So basically, that loop is literally, like seriously, the collision detection was apparently not properly programmed in that one spot. Apparently.
Doesn't the game come out? I mean, didn't the game come out in October of that year?
No, November. Yeah, it was actually dubbed Sonic Tuesday when it came out.
All right, Election Day, right? So
it was actually one of the first ever worldwide releases in the industry. Like probably maybe there was another one before, but as far as I remember, back in the day, I don't remember any other game back in the early 90s having worldwide releases. You know, because at the time, Japanese-made games usually released in Japan first and then later in the West. But no, this game actually
half a year to come out in the West.
I mean, the game, well, Sonic 1 sold more in the West, so obviously they won. Okay, let's just release this.
Free. Genesis.
I should explain. It came out in Japan on November 21st, North America and Europe on the 24th, and Australia on December 1st.
There you go, then. Also, interesting place to put the goal post there, but whatever. So there you go, Deji. Emerald Hill. Oh, and there's a Batnik that was deleted. There you go. So there you go, everybody. Emerald Hill was originally going to be level. Where are we now? 4? 4th level?
Yeah.
There you go. Dej, what do you think of Emerald Hill being the 4th level?
I mean, that's kind of weird because you see, the thing with Emerald Hill versus Green Hill Zone is to show how much technology has advanced within the short span of a year. So it's like, I'm not sure how to feel.
Here's the thing. Originally, the idea is that Emerald Hill would have been a spin on Hilltop Zone, but the devs realized, hey, putting Emerald Hill back to back with Hilltop Zone, not our best move.
What do you think of this?
Obvious reasons.
What do you
So because of that, Emerald Hill Zone was bumped to the front of the line.
Go on, Pedro.
What do you think of this level order, Shirai, so far?
Bit of whiplash. And that's about it.
Also, Tails, stop teleporting right behind me when I finish the stage.
Oh wow, you consider Thierry to be the sidekick. Wow.
Alright, let's carry on.
Miles T.O.'s prowler.
If there's a Sonic character that I might, identify more here, it's
Shadows.
Okay, that would be the common fruit, the low-hanging fruit, but I have a soft spot for Silver as well.
Well, you cannot.
Yeah, Silver is technically the tallest of the Hedgehog.
Well, Teo, considering Infinite is voiced by your favorite voice actor, what about Infinite?
Yeah, that's why I kept saying that that's the entire reason why I just want the character to be back, just to hear Liam O'Brien spouting edgy lines for a Sonic game.
I want more edgy theme songs for our characters.
Yes, and to be fair,
Shadow the Hedgehog.
And to be fair, Infinite actually got probably the best tracks in the entirety of
I'm guessing the composer.
Oh crap! The graphics decided to go apeshit on me. No.
Pedro, I'm guessing they hadn't done the remix of the Sonic 1 Invincibility theme yet, so they just gave the Invincibility theme, just used Supersonic's theme.
Also, this sounds slightly different. This boss theme sounds slightly different, actually.
Yeah, again.
It's got more bass to it.
So yeah,
and it doesn't explode; it just falls.
And Eggman flies. He flies back, and the game just ends.
Oh, that was anticlimactic.
No. That's the next stage.
All right.
You have to get past the Sega logo.
Okay,
now
so
let's get down to business.
That's the thing, guys.
Beat the Hunts.
It says right there, Green Hill Zone. Apparently, guys, they had yet to come up with a proper name for Emerald Hill because in here it's called Green Hill Zone. Welcome to Wood Zone. This is a zone that got a zone that was originally going to be in the game, but got deleted for time, obviously.
So here's the thing.
Fun fact about Wood Zone, though. It's in the Archie. It was in the Archie Sonic reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, believe it or not, when it comes to Sonic 2 stuff, we've known about a lot of his stuff for quite some time.
Sonic the Lost Worlds.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, but yeah, a lot of this stuff has already been seen in various fan games over the years.
That's because Sonic 2 was the prototype, was the first one to get leaked back in the early 2000s. Sonic 3 and Sonic 1's prototype, however, Sonic 1's prototype got leaked in 2019, and Sonic 1's prototype in 2020. So, yeah, it took quite a while for the other two Mega Drive games to get their prototypes leaked.
I can also see that this might have been a potential inspiration for the Freedom Fighters base in Sonic 8AM.
Yeah, probably. Again,
because this is where Mobotropolis is in the reboot, technically. I guess.
And yeah, the zone is flat out unplayable, as you guys can see. There's barely any level design in here, so...
Yeah, I can imagine why Christian Whitehead didn't bother to, re-implement it.
This is one of the benefits
also,
of Sonic
Metropolis Zone.
Levels. They actually did try to make full-on levels of these games.
There is no. Okay, actually, I was just putting out the name. Actually, I was trying Wood Zone Act 2, but there is no level here, so I guess we'll just move on.
Just call it Void Zone or something.
So yeah, guys, you know Metropolis Zone from Sonic Heroes? Turns out it was originally going to be...
Genocide City, yeah.
We'll get to
Genocide City.
we'll get to Genocide City. There you go.
Oh gosh,
What happened
you
to the-
sound terrible.
It's beautiful.
What happened to the music?
One of the things about Sonic music on the Mega Drive was that the music always avoided the trademark twang that the Genesis music was known for. This beta version of Metropolis theme, however, yeah, definitely Nakamura was clearly experimenting with the twang, see if he could maybe try to implement something like that. He eventually realized it was not sounding that good.
Also, another thing noticeable, the enemies kind of stopped appearing.
Unfortunately, Tail, we have.
So what you're saying is it made it better.
Unfortunately, Tail, the enemies are still in the process of being designed, so you have to wait for the next prototype in order to see them.
Now you may notice something though. This Metropolis Zone looks different from the Metropolis Zone that we actually do know. From the
no
main
enemies.
game. Well, no, not just that, but also the color scheme and look of it. That is because, believe it or not, Metropolis literally is a stage that just got a name transplant. The actual Metropolis that we know was originally called Genocide City.
We'll get to that.
As for this level itself, I'm not exactly sure why they ditched it.
Because too edgy for kids.
What?
Genocide City is probably a bit too risque to put in a game that was marked.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this level because remember, like I said, essentially the stages were a name transplant because Genocide City would become Metropolis. I'm wondering what happened to this level that we're playing as, since again this was the original Metropolis, but then it pretty much left when Genocide City became Metropolis Zone.
It's weird.
Like, I mean, I can't.
Yeah, I can definitely see that it's in a much better state. So,
it's interesting. It's interesting. Well, Joe, but here's the thing. Thanks to all the research that people at Sonic Retro have made, we do know now that originally Genocide City apparently was going to be just a one-act zone that we're gonna be served for some kind of story purpose, kind of like Hidden Palace Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you know. However, since they for whatever reason they deleted that, they took the level design of Genocide City and implemented it as of the third act of Metropolis Zone because they figured, well, we already finished the level, might as well make use of it. Let's repurpose it as a third act of Metropolis, and that's why Metropolis Zone has 3 acts in the final game. Because it was a level that was already technically finished, so they figured they could at the very least make use of it, basically.
So 3 levels of slices, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Well, but Shiroi,
Also, cream gravy.
Also,
So they can walk on lava.
Apparently, they haven't programmed the lava collision detection yet.
It's salsa here.
Salsa.
Even
Salsa
worse.
Zone.
No wait, guys. From Spy Kids 3D, the lava, it's cold.
And yeah, as you can see,
You were referencing that movie within the last couple days, man.
Wait, you have?
But whatever. Yes, Pedro.
yeah, as you can see, just like with the Sonic 1 prototype, all the levels that I have to use the level select to access are because obviously they're not completable. There's no goalpost. So
Again, it's weird. This one feels much more complete than Wood Zone. I guess it was just a matter of they just thought we could not manage to finish it properly in time. But it feels a bit of a waste.
I will give Sonic 2 The Lost Levels credit. They actually did do the insane job of making these incomplete levels complete.
Alright, let's see.
Up the screw.
Oh, fuck. Fucking momentum. There you go. Alright, let's see what's in here. Not much, it seems. Well, it's a good thing the lava collision detection is not properly programmed.
Honestly, I'm just used to walking on lava at this point here. The
Lava
wings are
is
giving me
way
a
past
natural. Yeah, it's just that cold. It's way past cool.
Of course.
Alright, let's see. I mean, it may be an unfinished level, but it's in a fairly decent shape as far as unfinished levels
even
go.
when it comes to making the obstacles, it has, you know.
That one doesn't work, so there you go. Oh,
but yeah, it's a
Wait,
little
but
bit
it works
kinda
for Tails.
that's the thing, Jova. That particular and there's a gimmick that apparently was dropped because I don't remember this being in the final game. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, one thing about this beta version of Metropolis is that the level design is even more mazy than in the final game. So it can be quite hard to tell where's what, where you've been a lot of times.
I get the idea that if the level was finished, it would have given a bit more logic to the idea where you were supposed to go. But yeah.
Well, Metropolis Zone is even the final version is always a pain. Not just because it's dickishly designed, but because it overstays its welcome with its third act. Well, not welcome, because technically there was never a welcome for Metropolis Zone, but you know what I mean.
Oops.
Alright. Yeah, I'm starting to realize basically that I'm walking in circles at this point.
Much, sure.
Alright, let's go through here, see if this path leads somewhere. Yeah, I can tell that, yeah, this is exactly why they won't let you, this is exactly why you have to go into the levels that, and this wasn't programmed in the actual thing, because, and there you go. The level ends here.
Brilliant.
Well.
Ellie-ho!
Oh, okay.
If only Tails could fly.
Okay,
I
now
know,
let's.
right?
Okay, so now, ooh, Hidden Palace Zone. But we're not gonna do that because the Christian Whitehead remake has the proto version of Hidden Palace as well as an extra. So I'll leave that for whoever does Sonic 2 proper.
Oh, why not Snickles like in its prototype state, though?
No, but that, like I just said, Joe. But the prototype, the Hidden Palace that's in this game, in this prototype, is an extra on Christian's remake. So you guys can just show it off there. In glorious widescreen, especially in the PCD compilation. In the PCD compilation that fans made recently, you can actually just select it straight from the menu and everything, so you can go straight there. So
I get that, but I mean, you know, I go maybe show off whatever it was like during the prototype era, but yeah, okay.
No, that's the thing, Job. It was the same. That's why it's called Proto Palace Zone. Basically, in the Christian Whitehead remake, you have the Hidden Palace thing that you access by dropping in the pit, which is the actual completed version that Christian and Simon made that has the new boss and everything. However, you can make a cheat code on their Sonic 2 to access what they call Proto Palace Zone, which is the Hidden Palace Zone from this prototype.
Is this the menu music we're hearing here? Like a multiplayer?
It really does sound like it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's definitely not Oil Oceans' normal theme.
This is your captain.
Yeah, this definitely sounds more like the menu theme.
This is your captain, Mr. Yasuhara speaking. Mr. Nakamura had yet to finish the proper song to use for this level, so we'll use this as a placeholder. Enjoy.
Actually, don't mind this stage.
Me neither.
Alright. Hope. Who knows, maybe this one will be also that tiny platform that was clearly changed for the final game. Alright. Oh, fuck.
That was.
It's alright, I'm okay.
Oh.
Are you sure about that?
Monsters are coming to get you.
Is that a Sonic's?
Hold on.
Is that a secret?
Oh,
There you go.
see, I told you I was okay.
Are we sure these aren't creepypasta?
Is this like the Sonic says, you know, lesson of the day? Don't stuff
And that's all,
yourself in candles.
So
Don't go rolling around in toxic waste, children.
the only thing missing in that act was really the goalpost, really, because
Yeah.
also these tiny balls, of course, were taken out.
Hey, from our good old Sonic 1 prototype.
Except these ones are tinier,
Maybe they were supposed to be enemy placeholders.
probably.
It could be, actually.
Okay. There you go.
Cool story, bro.
Perhaps you're supposed to launch sideways with it.
Wait, I just went through the fucking platform right there. Like,
It's a little fitting for the antics going on compared to the normal oil ocean theme.
Also, seriously, like Tails High must have been a nightmare to program, considering, at this particular stage.
Why would you?
It's completely, going apeshit all over the place.
Seriously, like, I get that this is beta, but from a level design standpoint, why would you put that thing in there if I can push it when it's on the ceiling?
Maybe they were planning to make it be that if you revved up fast enough, the Force would be able to push it, but the concept got scrapped.
Probably.
That's my assumption from that.
Alright, so let me see. July. Yeah, about only a few months, so yeah. And there we go. Well,
Yep.
Nothing here. Let's see if there's something up here. Yes, there is.
Well, there is. It's the end of the stage.
No goalpost though, so I have to res it. Well, there's a good reason why playing it normally won't get you there. So yeah. Dust Hill Zone.
Yep.
Sonic much taller in the title screen.
Wait, this is Dust Hill Zone?
Oh.
Very dusty.
Somebody contact Sonic to the Lost Levels to handle this.
Yes.
Help.
Sure.
And yeah, as you can see, there's some quite interesting level gimmicks that were dropped from the final product of this zone.
Yeah, like the dust.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like.
Aside from that,
Okay, fine.
So they removed the dust, but they kept the pit.
That's
Sure.
the Deeps Ghost.
That's why. That's why you should. That's why we should all. That's why we need to. That's why we absolutely need Sega to re-release the. If anything, the Sonic 2 remake, Shira, because that way the pit can just serve as the entrance to Hidden Palace.
Yeah.
So. Because I still have no idea what the fuck they were thinking with that pit, of that stupid pit. Alright. And yeah, there's very... Okay, seriously, only Emerald Hill seems to have enemies in this game. Or sorry, Green Hill Zone. Because according to the level slide, it's still called Green Hill Zone. I'm guessing we're visiting a different part of Green Hill in this game.
Potentially.
Okay, or... okay, fine. Apparently there's barely anything in here. Fine. Let's see what's in here.
Oh, what crazy shenanigans have I missed, if any?
This is Dust Hill Zone, Dwebs, according to the level select.
Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless the dust here was purple, then
Somebody did some spring cleaning before we came along.
or maybe
Again,
or maybe dust was code for something.
Well, how about this, Dwebs? According to the level select, Emerald Hill, in July of 1992, was still called Green Hill Zone. Apparently they only come up with the name Emerald Hill in like a few months.
What's
think
another
it would've
word
been
for
better?
green? What's quick? Name something that's green. Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the meeting for the level.
Money.
There you go, Shiro. See?
We can't call it Money Hill Zone, can we?
There you go. See, Shiro, originally, the pit doesn't even have the spikes there. So my guess is when Christian and Simon, because Christian and Simon knew about this prototype. So my guess is Shiro, Christian and Simon thought, okay, apparently the prototype there weren't even any spikes, so maybe the pit could be used for something, and that's when they pitched Sega the idea. How about if we remove the pit and have it be a secret entrance to the Hidden Palace? So.
It works well as a secret entrance, actually, because a lot of people would probably do well to try to avoid it in the first place.
Not to mention, it's a great way of fixing what was an incredibly stupid and cheap beginner strap in the original. So in the final product, sorry. And once again, no goalpost, so we have to res it.
Alright.
Okay, next.
Again,
Oh
maybe
boy,
the best
Casino
thing to
Night
do-
Zone!
You know, maybe eventually we will do a playthrough of Sonic 2 The Lost Levels to, I guess, give you guys an actual Dust Hill zone.
Pedro, did you get the PAL version of this song?
No. There is no PAL version of the prototype, Libs. The prototypes are all in NTSC. So yeah, Casino Night Zone's aesthetics were originally going to be pretty different, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Okay, I distinctly remember someone mentioning that the original version of Casino Night was drastically different in some kind of capacity. Also, Tails, what happened?
Tails, are you okay?
That being said, Casino Night Zone in this prototype is an unfinished mess because it's without the debug mode, it's pretty much near impossible to navigate through here.
But it sure is beautiful.
I mean, could you imagine a game where they forget to put the ending bit at the end, like you can't finish the level?
Oh, so hunt down the Freeman.
What?
Oh, it's a long story, Liam. Bad development game. That's what you need to
Hunt Down
know.
the Freeman is one of the worst possible games you could buy on Steam. That's all I'll say.
Well, that's
There's
a
a
thing,
lot of
Joe.
crap
That's
on
not,
Steam.
that's not saying. That's saying.
Oh, no, trust me, dudes. That is saying a lot because, like Shuri said, there's a lot of crap on
Fuck.
Steam. I
literally went through
Hunt
the
Down Freeman
bumpers.
Is one of the worst games to purchase on
I guess
there.
those were not coded properly.
What game is it called?
Hunt Down the Freeman.
Okay. Personally, I actually prefer the final game's aesthetics for Casino Night. These ones looks a bit too...
I agree. I mean,
I don't know.
For as beautiful as they look, I still prefer... Well, I guess technically
What do you
not
think?
the original, but the final game.
What do you think, Shiroi, of beta Casino Night?
Like an acid trip.
It's
Or
all
that
the Neo
one
flashes.
forest casino stage from Forces or something at a CD, I don't know.
I could just think back again. You know what I said in the last video about how Robotnik just basically managed to either Sonic went so fast he broke the world, or Eggman or Robotnik sent him into a broken world where Sonic will eventually go and will end up in nothingness.
In this case, it's a more literal example. The world is literally crumbled already, and we're seeing the ruins of it.
Robotnik has discovered the
Ways to
secret
end
to
the
breaking,
levels. So.
and Eggman has found the secret to manipulating all time, space, and matter as he sees fit.
There you go, Sonic fans. Go to your keyboards. You have a gold mine with these prototypes.
Yeah, I came up with it in a minute.
You need to copyright it.
Shiroi, that's the thing. I don't think I can copyright something that belongs to another copyright.
Dweebs, you're even ignoring the more crucial point. I don't really want my name to be associated with this kind of thing with Sonic.
I don't know. I don't know. If Ken Penders can do it.
Ooh.
Wow, we're really
Yeah,
getting
but
for that.
I'm not Ken Penders though.
Yeah, you're a decent human being.
Also, Sonic was
I hope.
doing the shuffling while following for some reason.
Also, Tio, you're an honorary Sonic fan.
No.
Pretty much.
You will
Get
never
this back
leave
off of
us.
me.
No, Tails more.
pride.
Remember, Shiro. Tails more of a Shadow fan since the Shadow the Hedgehog was actually his first 3D game, right, Tail?
Yeah, well,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
pretty much. Not first game at all, because like you said, I did try the first Sonic when I was very little, but
Fuck.
You know what?
Shadow was the first one who actually genuinely bought on my own.
You know what? There's no shame in that.
Okay, so Casino
Why
Night
do we
Zone.
start falling down?
I don't know, Dwebs. Ask
Pick
Mr.
ourselves back up, Master Bruce.
I don't know, Dwebs. Ask Naka. Okay.
No.
Wait.
Stop. Never quote that.
Genocide City Zone. Okay,
What?
let's see what it is.
That's an extremely hardcore name.
And there's no level here.
Brilliant.
Maybe that's why it's called Gen-
I mean, it lives up to the name.
yeah. Everything that comes here dies immediately, and there's nothing they can do to stop it.
Exactly. See, it's brilliant.
So what's the next one then?
Genocide City Act.
Yeah.
Well, I figured I would check out what Act 2 is like, but Oh, and look at that, guys!
okay.
Neo Green Hill Zone. There you go, everybody. This is where Sonic Advanced 1 got it from. Neo Green Hill Zone. It was originally going to be the name of Aquatic Ruin. There you go.
Huh.
So there you go. This is a bit of trivia that I don't really hear people bring up all that much. Originally, Aquatic Room was going to be called Neo Green Hill Zone for whatever reason. It doesn't look anything like Green Hill Zone, so I
guess the idea is
water
it was
temple
Green Hill
anything.
Zone worn down over all the years, so it was a new Green Hill Zone.
And
creepypasta. We're in a creepypasta.
And FX Zone doesn't exist in this prototype either. So it just
No sound, no nothing, nobody can hear you.
Just-
wow. There's actually an Act 2 of the FX Zone in this prototype. So apparently they were originally planning on having it be 2 acts like in Sonic 3. Who knows?
But now it's
I love on the
gone.
special stage.
Well, let's take a look at the special stage. Nope.
Can't.
You can't access
It's
it.
gone.
So the special stages were still not
Only-
even remotely close to being done, apparently.
Damn.
It just
No, guys, I
remains
think I got the existence for those void levels.
Oh no.
You see what happened? It's like that's Sega's anti-cheat mechanism. If you're playing a pirated version of the game, the next level you go to after like the first one or so leads to Sonic constantly falling to his death and there being nothing you can do.
Ooh.
Well, there were piracy and anti-piracy measures of that kind were very common in the 90s, especially in PC games. So it's actually not that time.
One, it's terrible.
Okay, so yeah, that was the Sonic 2 prototype. Shiroi, I'm guessing did you know about Neo Green Hill Zone's origins?
No, but I knew about pretty much the majority of the rest of everything. So.
All right, carry on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one is again a lot of what we've already seen. The music is interesting. A lot of it is still the same, with a couple just not being there. Tails, Tails, are you okay?
No,
Probably not.
he clearly
It
isn't.
seems like it seems like they couldn't even completely fix him for the final release because he breaks a lot of things, and that would continue on to 3, unfortunately. But no, that's it. This was this is a prototype.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Here.
Jova.
What a prototype indeed! There's so much history behind it. I'll admit it's a state of Sonic 2 that I've never seen before because most states of Sonic 2 I've seen at least had Metropolis, aka Genocide City, at the time zone intact. Where this, nothing, nada. It's just darker and darker. But yeah, Tails obviously needs to go see a doctor. Sonic can be all over the place with this one. Some of the frame rates could be absolutely out of whack. Some levels were definitely not intact. But at the end of the day, it goes from act to act, and they certainly had ideas here. You can tell. Thank God they refined those ideas into something more coherent.
I'm still waiting for Genocide City Zone to finally be revived, like Neo Green Hill Zone was. We need Genocide City back, goddammit.
Isn't that what Crisis City sort of kind of is? But nah. Okay, next.
Dej, what do you think of this one?
Well, I am aware of it, but I never saw a lot of the early prototypes. Like, I knew about Wood Zone. I didn't know that Aquatic Ruin Zone was going to be called Neo Green Hill Zone, which is weird.
Well, there's your
That
fun.
makes no sense.
There's your fun Sonic fact for the day.
Hooray.
Ooh.
But, boy, those stage orders. Whew. No.
I get the feeling Yasuhara wasn't very good at determining level orders, at least not on a first plan, on a first draft perspective.
Like I said, yeah, they are pretty not so great for prototypes, but considering the time they had between release, I'd say they did a pretty decent job. Obviously, they improved about it, but oof. God, could you imagine with how rushed the development cycle was? It was released in that state. Oh man.
Mhm.
None of us would be here right now.
Why? Would we be dead?
No. Because the franchise probably would have died or whatnot.
Also, Joe, a butterfly effect can do interesting things.
Yes.
Sure, yeah. It turns out the franchise not being that long-lived would somehow result in us not existing as we are right now. We would probably potentially not even exist, honestly.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. Although, actually, there are some kids that probably would not be newborn babies that wouldn't have existed now because of the Sonic movie on Valentine's Day. Keep that in mind.
True that.
Or Deadpool.
Anyway, you're done, Dej?
Yeah.
Carry on, too.
Sure. Again, interesting as the first one. This game, again, I had more experience with, even on a more recent level, because that PSP collection actually tried it not too long ago. But it's interesting to see how much of a broken mess this was just a few months before release. Like, if these actually got to know about a game, being developed right now, it will feel like insane. And I'm talking about an example where the finished project manages to be, perfectly fine and functional, and then we discover that the build that was presented a few months before was in a complete disrepair state. Again, very interesting. Which is the purpose of kind of these prototypes, to understand the game development, and in this case, gaining a bit of insight on how the developers were doing at this time. It does remind you a bit of a debug demo of Crash Bash that you get from Spyro 3. Apparently there's a date of ROM. Apparently there's some placeholder icons from The Simpsons, but that's a story for another time. So yeah, very informative. Next.
Dibs.
It's up to you, but
Well, this isn't
Yes,
versus slots yet, so...
sorry.
Yes, also I'm Pedro now, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting seeing all these, seeing all how these things could have been, or like how horrifying it would have been if some of these levels were released in the state we see them right now. Like, could you imagine if, like, the last level was just a void you couldn't win?
That would be flat unacceptable.
Funny, though.
Well, it would be funny the first time, and then you'd realize, I paid $60 for this.
Yeah.
I paid $60 to play a void simulator. Yeah, I mean, there are a few things that I would have liked to have seen maybe be expanded a little bit more, and a few things that I'm glad were altered for the final release, like some of the backgrounds. Also, some of the weird, slow-sounding music I'm really glad was tweaked and altered and polished for the final game. And that's about it, really. To be honest, I can't really say much about betas.
Okay. As for me, no, it's definitely... This is a classic, because it's been around for so long, at this point, nearly 20 years in the community. And it's... I remember, for those who don't know, before they were called Sonic Retro, they were actually called the Sonic 2 beta page. And that's because of the leak of this prototype, because this prototype was what kind of the catalyst for the Sonic fan hacking community that we have now. Like, so because the leaking of this prototype, specifically from the Nick Arcade event that happened, Yuji Naka specifically said in an interview that this prototype was stolen, actually, from where it was that's what Naka said in an interview, Shiro, that apparently someone stole this prototype and that's where this ROM came from.
It does. But companies do the kind of mistake all over time. It does remind me of one minor accident, just to be quick, where accidentally Blizzard did release a copy with the source code of StarCraft 2 to a player that actually bought it. So they had actually potentially a source code to experiment on for the Panicky community, but the guy just actually gave it back to Blizzard, and everyone in time was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
So yeah, Shiro, all those Sonic ROM decks we've received over the last 2 decades, like Sonic 2 XL, Sonic 3 Complete, and so on, Sonic Lost Levels, Sonic 2 Lost Levels, like Jova was saying, all that stuff. It all dates back to this leaked ROM that inspired the guys to create the Sonic 2 beta page, later renamed to Sonic Retro.
Yeah, that's a interesting bit of information because I thought Retro was much older than it turns out it actually is.
Oh, it is. No, the Sonic community, the Sonic online community has been around since the very beginning of the internet, Shiro.
I mean, like, Retro itself, I thought it was like a relic of this community, but it's actually much younger than I thought by quite a few years.
Alright, that was the Sonic 2 prototype. Tune in next time where we'll do the recently leaked Sonic 3 prototype.
This one I actually know nothing about.
Well, in that case, you're in for a treat. See you then.
We're gonna take it for a ride.